Michael, as a person is considering supplementation with a probiotic, when we look at DDS1, can you tell us about the manufacturing process itself, the concern that goes into being sure that when you receive it that you're getting an active product?
Sure. A little bit of background, Tom. Dr. Shahani, who founded Nebraska Cultures and discovered and developed the DDS1 strain of L. acidophilus, focused on sort of two areas of research. One was the beneficial properties of DDS1, which are well documented, and then the other was how to keep the strain alive, because the challenge in probiotic bacteria and in taking supplements and manufacturing supplements is making sure that they're alive when you receive them and when you take them as a consumer. And so he developed a stabilization system after many